Let's take a look in my fridge. I'm Jana, certified nutritionist, and I haven't prepped, tidied up, or gone grocery shopping specifically for this. This is literally how my fridge content looks like on any given day. Well, with some variation, of course, but there are key foundational items, so to speak, that I always make sure to have in my fridge no matter what. So if you randomly pop up at my place, you will always find them there. Let's open it up and take a look. Cottage, what's up? Chicken breast. I absolutely always have a container of lean chicken meat, breast, in my fridge. It is an exceptional source of high quality protein with minimal calories. It is my go-to and I eat it every day, or almost. Cooked, like roasted, grilled, without any added fats, it becomes even more protein dense due to water loss, with protein being roughly 80% of the total calories. It contains virtually no carbs, and it's rich in source of several vitamins B, potassium, magnesium, and all sorts of good stuff. Another lean meat option is turkey breast. If for some reason there's no chicken, there always will be turkey instead. Usually I have both, just for some variety. And turkey breast is primarily a source of lean protein. Roasted, skinless, whole turkey breast is exceptionally lean. And the nutritional profile of turkey can vary depending on whether it's dark meat, skin, added water is included. So checking the lean percentage on the label on the container is important. Similar to chicken, turkey breast is an excellent source of niacin, vitamin B6, selenium, and it's also a good source of vitamin B12, zinc, all of which supports energy metabolism, nerve function, immune response, and bone health. Salmon is a superfood for me, but it also can bite your wallet, depending on the country you live in. I hope to have at least once a week, ideally more often, of course. Raw salmon is a fantastic source of high quality protein and healthy omega-3 fatty acids. The exact macronutrient breakdown varies depending on species and whether it is farm caught or farmed. Some are fattier than others while providing the same amount of protein. Salmon is also exceptionally rich in vitamin B12, selenium. It's a great source of vitamin D, especially the wild one. The high omega-3 content is strongly linked to cardiovascular benefits, potentially lowering triglycerides, stabilizing heart rhythms, reducing blood pressure, inflammation, decreasing arterial plaque formation, good all around. It may also help manage inflammatory conditions, support brain health, potentially reducing risks of cognitive decline. Just eat fish, that's all I'm saying. I love baking my salmon with olive oil, lemon juice, Italian herbs, serve it with some sweet potato. Occasionally, I've also thrown in smoked salmon for breakfast. It just tastes so good. Salmon is a bit of a treat for me, so I can't have it daily. Same goes for red meat, like beef steak, which is an important source of protein and iron, especially for women. So I alternate those and I try to have one or another at least every week. Organ meats like beef liver or chicken heart are also amazing sources of nutrients, but for whatever reason I haven't been able to actually find them in stores here in Poland. So I eat less of those here. In Ukraine or France, for example, I had a better access to organ meats. There are also like a ton of butcher shops that can just, get you anything and whatever piece that you need on demand. Boiled or steamed turkey slices, these are okay source of protein, though likely slightly lower than unprocessed turkey breast due to added water and some other ingredients. They retain some vitamins B and minerals, but be mindful of potentially high sodium and possible presence of nitrates. I use those to supplement my omelets or fried eggs for breakfast, just as added protein and flavor. Bacon, on the other hand, is a much rarer treat, which is obviously not like a health-oriented option, but so tasty. I mean, you've got to live a little. You probably also spot salami, pepperoni here. These are waiting to be used on my homemade high-protein pizza. They're purely for flavor, the salami I mean, as processed meats are really rare, rare sight in my fridge. And the protein in my pizza is actually the crust, which I make with curd cheese. But that's a topic for another video. Another non-negotiable protein in my fridge is eggs. I eat them daily. So they go quickly and I always make sure to restock. They're an exceptional source of high quality, complete protein and also provide significant amount of fats, which include a mix of saturated, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids. Eggs are packed with essential vitamins and minerals, particularly selenium, B2, vitamin B12, and especially choline. They're also one of the few natural sources of vitamin D and provide really good amount of vitamin A, iron, iodine, folate, all the good stuff. So along with lean chicken and turkey, they are great for weight loss while preserving muscles and reducing hunger. Current understanding of updated, dietary guidelines and numerous studies suggest that dietary cholesterol has a relatively small effect on blood cholesterol for most people compared to exaggerated and trans fats. And overall nutrient profile of eggs can even have a protective effect on cardiovascular health. Of course, when consumed in moderation, but everything needs to be consumed in moderation. Let's move on to other protein sources I keep in my fridge. Cheese. I'm a sucker for good cheese. So you will find various types from mozzarella and feta to aged. Currently, I have grated cheddar for my breakfast eggs, cheddar slices for sandwiches, mini mozzarella balls for salads, and feta, which is also for salads. I also have mimolette and aged French cheese that I absolutely love. I take a small bite occasionally for the soul. I also love all types. Ow. I also love all types of blue cheese in salads or as a spread, but I don't have any today. I think I really has got cheese covered in my fridge. Yeah, I do. One needs to be careful though. While it's a protein source, it's also high in calories due to its mostly exaggerated fat content. Consumed in moderation, generally should be fine. Now, yogurts. I try to always have some type of yogurt available, and since moving to Poland, I discovered skyr, a high-protein Icelandic yogurt. It can be plain, can be flavored. I really vary depending on my mood, but flavored ones obviously have more sugar in them. Besides the high protein, it's a good source of calcium, phosphorus, supports strong bones and teeth, and of course contains live bacteria cultures like probiotics for healthy gut microbiome. So what I usually do, I mix like a half of flavored skyr with the Greek yogurt. Ow, Kaiju! I'm being assaulted by my dog. Which brings me to Greek yogurt. Traditional Greek yogurt is characterized by its high protein content due to its straining of whey, usually resulting in low or non-fat versions. The particular brand I have here is called Greek style, meaning it has a higher fat content than traditional Greek yogurt. So when buying, check the label to be sure that you're getting actual Greek yogurt, not just something inspired by Greek yogurt. Another amazing product packed with protein I discovered in Poland is high-protein cottage cheese. Being from Ukraine, cottage and curd cheese for me is the most the most basic product in my diet. Poland offers the same variety, but it's really the first time that I see this high-protein version, which is specifically formulated to be protein-rich. 100 grams provides only 95 calories, but substantial 15 grams of protein, 3 grams of fat, and only 2 grams of carbs. Significantly higher protein than standard low-fat cottage cheese. Hey, Ju, not now, okay? We're gonna go out, like in 5 minutes. I'm doing a fridge tour. It is an excellent option for increasing protein intake while keeping calories low. Now, semi-skimmed or reduced fat curd cheese, or quark, also called twaróg here in Poland, and sour cheese back home in Ukraine. This is something I couldn't find at all when I lived in Thailand, Vietnam, Colombia, France, or Spain. So I'm very happy that they have it here in all possible different varieties, just like home. Cottage cheese and curd cheese are both curd cheeses, but they differ in preparation and characteristics, particularly sodium content, like amount of sodium. Cottage cheese has more. Quark is a fresh, unripened cheese packed with protein, low in sodium, making it great for upping your protein while keeping calories down. It's full of vitamins, calcium, and good for bones, gut, and overall health. This is also a non-negotiable for me. I add it to meals, I eat it with berries and nuts like a dessert, I bake it, anything and everything with it. Among protein sources, I also have tofu today, but it's a rare guest. Plant-based sources offer incomplete protein, that's why, oh my god, that's why they require larger quantities for the same benefit as animal protein. But it's nice to mix it up sometimes. Another plant-based protein here is chickpeas, which offer an excellent balance of complex carbs, dietary fiber, and protein. There's also butter, which I use quite rarely due to its high saturated fat content, so it stays in the fridge for months. Now, let's move to second category of goodies that I absolutely always have: vegetables. They come in all shapes, forms, colors, anything. So often it's zucchini or eggplants, bell peppers, carrots, and always salad. Pre-washed packaged salad is super easy to just grab it, throw it in a bowl, and here you go. Right now I have fresh spinach packed with micronutrients like vitamin K1, vitamin vitamin A and folate, along with other beneficial minerals and antioxidants. Raw zucchini is very low in calories and has a high water content, providing vitamin C, potassium. Red bell pepper is exceptionally high in vitamin C and vitamin A. It's a good source of other B vitamins and antioxidants. Raw asparagus is a good source of vitamin K1 and folate, together with antioxidants and fiber that support, digestive health. And I absolutely love the taste of it. So whenever it's the season, it's always on my plate. I always stock my fridge with tomatoes, like a ton of tomatoes. I really love cherry tomatoes. But as you can see here, I have like 2 packages just to have them enough. So yeah, always have tomatoes. Once in a while, I also get sprouts. Today it's sunflower sprouts, incredibly nutrient dense with high levels of vitamin E, C, K1, along with B vitamins and minerals. I decorate my breakfast with them. They look very pretty. I also love mushrooms. They're low in calories and offer B vitamins, selenium, antioxidants that support energy metabolism, immune function, and they just taste great in omelets and with meat and with pasta, with anything. There's some green onions or scallions that I chop into salads and omelets. It's a good source of vitamin A, C, and K, as well as folate and fiber. Recently, I started paying more attention to beetroots, so they're on my plate at least every week. Beetroot is a very good source of folate, manganese, potassium, supports cardiovascular health, blood pressure, like regulates blood pressure, offers anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, beneficial for digestion, for brain health. I mean, this is a really good thing to have in your fridge. And I especially love to make a salad with garlic and feta cheese. Now let's talk gut health. I try to include gut-friendly items in my diet, which can vary. For example, right now I have sauerkraut, very low in calories, rich in fiber, vitamins C and K1. It's also a great source of probiotics, but the high sodium content should be noted. I absolutely love kimchi, love it. It's a traditional Korean fermented vegetable dish. It's very low in calories, and there's minimal fat, also no protein, but it delivers both live probiotics and prebiotic fiber, potentially enhancing positive impact on the gut microbiome. But to get this probiotic benefit, you really should choose unpasteurized kimchi, the ones that you usually find like in a refrigerated area in a supermarket, because pasteurization destroys the live bacteria. I also randomly got this seaweed salad with sesame, just because I love seaweed. Plain wakame is Plain wakame is extraordinarily rich in iodine and is a good source of manganese, folate, magnesium, calcium. However, here you can see there is an added dressing like oil, probably sugar, salt, and that can transform the low-calorie, nutrient-rich seaweed into a high-calorie, high-fat, and high-everything sodium dish. So always check what you buy, check the label. Another superfood I always try to have is avocado. It's remarkable. It's so good, nutrient dense, full of super healthy fats, dietary fiber. It's an excellent source of vitamin K, folate, vitamin C, potassium, different vitamins B, and I aim to have at least half of an avocado per day. It can be expensive depending where you live. When I used to live in Colombia, avocados were literally every day in my diet. There was this guy that would push a cart every day and scream, avocado! And you would just run down and ask him for like the best avocado for today, or the best avocado, that's gonna be ready tomorrow or 2 days from tomorrow, and he'll just pick like the best and give it to you. I'm so good. I also have blueberries here. I love them in my yogurts. I bake with them. I just eat them like candies, just one by one. They're really great. Blueberries are low in calories, rich in vitamins K1, C. Kaiju loves them. Let's look into this pot. I often cook my sides for a few days to save time, and it's also a great way to prevent snacking while you're hungrily waiting for the food to be done. So yeah, it's always good to have something ready to go already in the fridge waiting for you. Today I have boiled bulgur. I love cooking it in orange juice. It just adds like really nice flavor. And here I have olives. Even though they're a good source of monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, I eat them because I just love the taste. But of course, moderation is key because of the high sodium content from curing olives. Here are the items I keep for flavor. Sun-dried tomatoes, a concentrated source of nutrients, especially potassium, iron, and antioxidants. Capers are very low in calories and rich in vitamin K, antioxidants, but also extremely high in sodium. So again, portion control is important. I just sprinkle them in a salad. Light mayonnaise, engineered to, reduce fat and calories. It doesn't offer significant nutrient benefits whatsoever, but it goes well into my homemade burgers. So this jar has been in the fridge for forever. Sriracha, my go-to hot sauce for pretty much every meat-based dish. It's just a habit from all the years that I lived in Asia. There's also French mustard, jalapeno, wasabi that I randomly picked up for just a change of flavor. As you can see, I really love spicy food. Tomato sauce is low in calories and great for pasta dishes. I'm also totally addicted to shakshuka now, which involves lots of tomatoes and sauce. Lemon, often here to add flavor to various dishes and provide vitamin C. I get hummus as a starter occasionally. It offers a balanced nutritional profile with complex carbs, fibers, plant-based protein, healthy fats. Homemade, of course, is better nutritionally speaking. There's less fat, less sodium, better than the one that you buy in the shop, like commercial. So I do buy ready-to-eat hummus, but I do it rarely and in moderation. Among drinks, you can find a variety of milk: lactose-free cow milk, 2%, almond milk, and oat milk. As I drink a lot of coffee, I try to reduce dairy by using almond or oat milk, making sure that also those don't have added sugar. These alternatives also go well with overnight oats or if you bake something. I also have kombucha here, which falls into the gut health category thanks to the probiotic content. This fermented tea offers antioxidant support, potential link to better digestion, immune function, blood sugar control. Of course, again, homemade kombucha is much better than the commercial one because in the store-bought kombucha there can be added sugar. Sometimes I'm craving something sweet, but I don't want the extra calories, so I get a zero sugar soda like Pepsi or cola. This is rare, usually only if I'm in a calorie deficit and I want something sweet. But with a balanced eating, I don't really experience many cravings, so this bottle has been here also for quite some time. I also have a bottle of zero alcohol beer for relaxing with Netflix. I've almost stopped consuming alcohol, but I still enjoy, the flavor and the ritual of having a beer with a movie. At the back there is a jar of jam that's been there since we moved, probably like 6 months ago. I use it as a topping for my syrniki, Ukrainian curd cheese mini pies, so to speak. But otherwise, I don't really use it much. Now, the final part of the fridge tour is the freezer. And here we have high protein cupcakes. I made those with the protein powder and some obviously other ingredients ready to be baked whenever I crave a dessert. They're also really cool snack that you can take with you instead of buying an overpriced protein bar. Turkey breast. Well, understandable, it's just a backup. Frozen vegetables, I have quite a lot of those. Different types of vegetables, really convenient to just heat them up on the pan. They're really a lifesaver if for whatever reason I run out of fresh vegetables. So I always have a few bags in the freezer. Frozen berries, I bake with them. White fish, mostly pollock, very convenient. Just, open it up, put in the air fryer for like 20 minutes, and it's a super high protein, low calorie meal just there. And it pairs great with the frozen vegetables, some carbs. And of course, pierogi. We're in Poland after all, so I have to get some. Funny enough, it's actually the same dish that I have back home in Ukraine. There we call it varieties. And my favorite are with cherries, and these are also the one that I have here with cherries. It's just the taste of home. So now you've seen it. My fridge is pretty small, so it doesn't really have like a ton of food in it for the whole week. I guess it depends how much you eat. That is probably gonna be gone like in a few days. But to wrap it up, my non-negotiables in the fridge are lean proteins like chicken or turkey breast, low in calories, high in protein. Eggs, just always have them, perfect for anything. Curd cheese or cottage cheese, protein packed, versatile for savory and sweet dishes, for anything. Some type of yogurt as a source of calcium, probiotics, and extra protein. I really love skyr for its high protein and low calorie ratio, or at least I will go for Greek yogurt. Vegetables in any shape, color, form, always a bag of salad and some, colorful, crunchy options. Some type of milk, cow milk, almond, oat. It goes in everything from my coffee to overnight oats or baked goods. And these are my staples, along with, a few other items that I don't have to keep in the fridge, which I will talk about in my other videos. In the meantime, tell me, what do you keep in your fridge?